If you're planning a trip to Hocking Hills, Ohio, stop what you're doing for just a few minutes, because after spending several days exploring the area, we learned, well, the hard way, quite a few things. Some of them will save you some time, some might save your feet, and some might keep you from hiking every trail backwards while strangers silently judge you. Alright, let's get on with it. Our first piece of advice, try not to arrive after dark. The roads into Hocking Hills twist and turn through dense forest, and if it's raining, like it absolutely was for us, it feels like you're driving through the opening scene of a horror movie. You're just waiting for that woman in the white dress or the guy with the hook hand to step in front of the headlights. It also doesn't help when your teenager's in the backseat narrating the whole thing like he's reading from a Stephen King novel. For where to stay, the clear winner for us was the Hocking Hills Lodge. Honestly, we'd stay there again without hesitation. Most importantly for Courtney, it was clean. For Christian, there was plenty of things to do, including indoor and outdoor pools, game rooms, pool tables, and lots of space just to hang out. And for me, there was a pub. Everyone wins. The lobby is fantastic with fireplaces and comfortable seating, huge TVs, plenty of room to relax after hiking. We may or may not have ordered a pizza and watched a few World Cup matches just from those couches. Outside, there are fire pits, patios, and plenty of places to enjoy an evening drink. Whether you're traveling as a couple, a family, or with friends, I really think this place checks all the boxes. Some of the other lodging options we drove past, let's just say, were a little more questionable. Let's talk about some hiking. Apparently, the trails have directions. The woman at the visitor center told us there really weren't any one-way trails. I'm here to tell you, they absolutely are. People coming from the other direction will absolutely let you know you're doing it wrong, without saying a single word. I'm pretty sure we hiked almost every trail backwards on our first day. You should definitely pay attention to those colored paint marks on the trees. They're trail markers, not maintenance markings showing which trees need trimming. Yes, that's what I thought they were. Again, we may have done this whole hiking thing incorrectly for an embarrassingly long time. Also, this should be a no-brainer, but bring water. The hikes may take a lot longer than you expect. Trust me, the visitor center isn't necessarily that close depending where you are, and they don't sell Diet Coke. We had to get Gatorade. The lodge conveniently does sell Diet Coke though. Priorities. You can absolutely walk to several trails from the lodge, but honestly, if you're visiting a specific feature like Old Man's Cave or Ash Cave, just park there. It's simpler. You'll avoid accidentally hiking the wrong direction, and you could also figure out the shuttle schedule. This might not fit your situation, but don't do all the hard trails on the first day when your kid stays at the pool, and the next day when he comes with you, jokes about how easy all the hikes are. And also he keeps saying parkour as he jumps off every rock. I know I say this in almost every traveling truck video, but shoes matter. And here, bring more than one. We got caught in an absolute downpour inside the gorge. Not a little rain, like biblical rain. Our hiking shoes are still not completely dry as the time of this recording. Here's one thing that completely surprised us. We packed enough bug spray to survive a week in the Amazon. We never used it. Not once. The internet had us expecting mosquitoes and ticks everywhere. We didn't get a single bite. Now that might not be normal. I'm just telling you our experience, and I'm normally the proverbial honeypot to mosquitoes. And what about just staying in town? Well, one thing we quickly learned, when people in Hocking Hills say, just head into town, they mean getting in your car for about 23 minutes. This isn't the kind of destination that you're strolling from cabin into a charming downtown. Everything is pretty spread out. So, plan your meals and grocery runs accordingly. Everybody talks about Logan because it's the closest town. And maybe it really is charming. It did kind of look beavery. We honestly don't know. We went on a Sunday and nothing, absolutely nothing was open. There wasn't a single person walking around. So remember, sometimes AI says you are going to love a place, and maybe you do, or maybe you accidentally show up on the one day everything is closed. We did have reservations at a place called 58 West, and of course it was open. It was actually pretty cool because it was a brewery and winery and distillery all in one. We'll cover that in a future Teachers Who Drink episode. Come check it out. You could actually drive about another 10 minutes to Lancaster, and we love Lancaster. It was one of those towns where every block has some interesting architecture. We wandered around downtown, checked out the home of General William Tecumseh Sherman, which Courtney and Christian have found significantly less exciting than I did. Come on, guys, he's kind of a big deal in American history. Apparently not. Naturally, we found another brewery because, that is a requirement of every travel trunk trip, which you should definitely check out on Teachers Who Drink. Lots of self-promotion. Everyone says you need to visit Grandma Faye's grocery store. Need is probably a strong word. Should? Sure. It's worth stopping in. You get all the souvenirs you'd expect, along with milk, deli meat, and WD-40. Exactly what every tourist wants. You will also hear someone say youngin'. And yes, you're still in Ohio. When Courtney said we should probably check out Hocking Hills, I had no idea what the heck that was. And then weirdly, whenever I mentioned it, people were like, oh yeah, Hocking Hills. So it actually does absolutely live up to the hype. The scenery is incredible. The hikes are like nothing else in Ohio. The lodge exceeded our expectations, and despite hiking trails backwards, getting soaked, and confusing trail markers, and nearly starring in our own horror movie, we had an amazing trip. Hopefully some of our mistakes make your trip just a little easier than ours. And if you'd like to see our brewery adventures in Logan and Lancaster, be sure to check out Teachers Who Drink. I hope you found this helpful. Hey, give it a like, subscribe to the Traveling Trunks, and we'll see you next time.